Hello and welcome. I'm Annette Reeder from the biblicalnutritionist.com, and today we're going to talk about the Bible diet and cancer. Now, just a little tip, stay tuned to the end because I have a new favorite product. I know you know my protein powder is my ultimate favorite product because how it heals the gut, but we now have Restore. It's a 5-in-1 daily nutribiotic. I'll talk more about it at the end, but if you could combine enzymes and probiotics and your milk thistle for your liver and your kidney herbs and for everything you need to just have a good cleansing effect every single day, it would be Restore. And I'm giving away free at the end of this video, so stay tuned to the end to learn how you can be the next person to get it free. And stay tuned to the end to hear who got it free. Okay, let's talk about the Bible diet and cancer. Any diet that claims it helps with cancer as far as keeping you strong during treatment or as far as, helping you to prevent cancer, it's always going to come back to the foods that God called good. In our teachings, we follow 3 principles. The first principle is eat the foods that God called good. Not that he just called food, because people can claim anything was food. It's what he called good for us. And it's not just Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. It's the entire Bible. What did he call good for us? Because good, in the original context of the writing in Genesis, means excellent of its kind. Actually, you are good and you are valuable. Always remember that. So when we come to the Bible diet and cancer, the first principle is eat the foods God called good. That means all of the fruits, all of the berries, all of the nuts, all of the seeds, all of the whole grains. Even meat can be good. Jesus ate meat. He even talks about how the white of the yolk, why would you serve that? Because you want the whole egg, because it's in the egg yolk where all the nutrition is. So yes, eggs count too. He served fish to his disciples after he rose from the grave. Can you just imagine that breakfast banquet there on the Sea of Galilee? Oh, I love that. I've got a video about that. You might want to check that out. So if he called a food good, if he served the food, if he ate the food, we know it's a food that's going to nourish and it's going to satisfy. So when you follow the Bible diet for cancer, we need to just say, I'm only going to eat real food. And real food that God called good for me. Not good for the vultures, good for me. And so that's really the first principle, and it's always going to be the most important. By following that principle, we are getting rid of all processed foods. And I'm just going to say this, some of you are going to not like this, but Ensure and Boost are junk. They're 100% junk. Do not be drinking those drinks. I know you're going to email me and say, Annette, that's all my family will take in. Whoever's having cancer. There are other ways to make your own drink that will actually go in and start to see a cellular battle go on, and your body will start fighting the cancer better. Ensure and Boost are all synthetic junk. Just get rid of them. I know some of you are going to leave me because of that comment. I can handle that. Number 2, so 1 is be real. Eat the food that God called good. 2 is get rid of anything processed out of your diet. In fact, if you say, well, I don't have cancer. Well, if you never want to get cancer, then we need to remove everything processed out of your diet because that just causes havoc in your cells and then you lose your immune system defense. And then number 3 is vary up how you deliver the foods. So raw is always good, but sometimes cooked. Cooked cruciferous are really good too. It's just a good way of getting the nutrition in. Cooked would be sauteed or baked, just something like that. Soups are okay. They're satisfying. They still give us nutrition, but not at the level of raw and sauteed. Okay, so then we want to recognize, okay, I can have dehydrated foods. And I have the most incredible dehydrator, the London Sunshine, that I have fallen in love with. Totally outdid the other one that I was using. So dehydrated foods, you lose the water, but you maintain the fiber, which we have to have high fiber if you have cancer. We maintain most of the nutrition. This is really important. So dehydrated foods can be thrown into smoothies, you could throw them into brownies, you could throw it into anything to help people get that nutrition. So dehydrated foods are very good. Juicing. So juicing, where you extract the pulp and you get this high content of antioxidants, that's incredibly beneficial for anyone who's trying to prevent or to not let cancer, get any stronger in their body. My mom was an avid carrot juicer. She did it every day, and she went from a doctor saying you won't live 5 years until she almost lived 20 years. Incredible years too. We're not saying in bedridden, we're saying traveling the world years. But she juiced every day. And she did it fresh. She didn't buy the juices. She did it all fresh. Okay, so dehydrated foods are really good. Juicing is really good. And smoothies are really good. So if you have a really good Vitamix blender, and I'll put links to all this down below. And if you're going to buy a Vitamix or you want a really good blender, mine is over 20 years old and still works like I just got it. But I bought it reconditioned. So I'm going to put a link down below to how you can get yours reconditioned. And then you've got a blender for life. And then there's other fun things that they sell too. Okay, so dehydrating, juicing, smoothies, where you're just using a blender. All of these are ways to get the nutrition value in. But we always start with real food that God called good for us. And lastly, recognize this. God is the one who heals. I am the Lord who heals you, he says in Exodus 15:26. Those are key words. We don't give credit to chemo or radiation or surgeries. That's not the healer. Your doctor is not a healer. God is the healer. God is the only one who heals. He's created our body to heal, and it all gives him the glory. So yes, I'm not saying don't do chemo, radiation, or surgery. I'm just saying if you do, don't give the credit to that. It's God who does the healing. We need to give praise and glory to the one who actually does the healing. So this is what I wanted to pull together for you. One, never be discouraged. Always have courage and be strong. Be courageous. That's how we're called to live. Trust the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. This is a verse 100% for anyone who has been presented with cancer diagnosis. The main thing about a cancer diagnosis is don't get caught up in the cow herd. Take time out to pray and contemplate what you want to do. It's your decision. But no matter what route you take, these foods are what your body needs to overcome what is happening to your body and to recover and also to prevent. That's the Bible diet for cancer. Thanks for watching. Oh, wait a minute. I promised you a gift. Yeah, so the Restore. Our liver and our kidneys have to cleanse our body on a moment-by-moment basis. They need milk thistle and other herbs. It's in there. Our digestive system needs enzymes to process the food that we've taken in. It's in there. Our microbiome needs pre and probiotics to build a strong microbiome to prevent anything from getting into our system. It's in there. So this is the 5-in-1. It's an incredible product. I'll put a link to it down below with a coupon code. But because Charity wrote a review on Amazon for my new book, 7 Foods of the Promised Land. Thank you, Charity, for writing that review. I'm going to ship this to you free. Charity, be sure and email us info@thebiblicalnutritionist.com. Give us your full address, and we will ship this anywhere in the United States. Thank you for writing a review. Now, I stocked up on these because I'm going to give them away to everyone. So write a review of my books, specifically the 7 Foods of the Promised Land. Write a review either on our website, thebiblicalnutritionist.com, or on Amazon, and I will grab your name and I'll share your name next on these videos. I'm going to be doing a lot more giveaways, and I can't wait for you to get one of these in for your vitamin supplements today. Thanks for letting me share with you God's recipe for excellent health, which always starts with the #1 ingredient. God loves you with an everlasting love, and he is the one true God. There is no other. Thanks for watching.